I am inspired. I'm inspired by three men that have changed my life. Often we're inspired by people who say great things, and sometimes we're inspired by people just for who they are. I want you to take a moment right now and think of somebody that's inspired you in your life. Okay. Did any of you think of children, either your own or others? I'm inspired by the three little men who run around my house. Mackay and Traven and Reeve. They are 2 and 4 and 7. And they've taught me more about life and living it, and they've made me grow more as a person than any other adult ever has. Specifically today, I'm going to talk to you about how my boys have taught me about perspective, about comedy, and about money. Perspective. I have relearned how to find joy in the little things and just to see everything with wonder. My middle son, Traven, loves bugs. He loves little crawly things. And we spend a lot of time on the ground looking at things crawling around, and we save them from danger, right? Because they're in danger out there. And if you see a little bug and then there's a cat, we have to save that bug because the cat might eat it. And we have a lot of them as pets. We've had those little roly-polies that when you touch them, they roll up into a little ball. And butterflies and cockroaches, even spiders. Now, don't let him hold the spiders and the cockroaches. But most everything, he just loves to let them crawl around on his arms. Yeah, see, I see a lot of you cringe, right? But you've got to get that it's really just amazing to see these things through his eyes. Because all of these things that I've ignored, you don't notice bugs as you walk around. I've ignored them, and sometimes I see them as a nuisance, and now I'm amazed, and I notice things even when he's not around. So I get a little perspective from him. And after he catches something, and then we finally let it go, he always says, "Bye, buggies. Have fun with your family." Because he anthropomorphizes them. He just loves them. He digs them. And his nickname is Buggy. He's my little Buggy. Okay, so comedy. Now, most of you already know me, and you kind of get that I'm kind of a funny person. And I'm pretty funny, and I do teach my kids that, but they're funny on their own. And they've come up with stuff that I would never think of, and they got it earlier than I would have expected. Reeve, at 18 months old, one night we're sitting at the table, and he goes, "Knock, knock." And so we all go, "Who's there?" And he goes, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." Like it's the funniest thing he's ever heard in his life. He's 18 months old. He only speaks about 7 words or 9 words. And some of them are, "Knock, knock." Right? How do you get that so early? I want to tell you a story about Mackay at just over 2 years old. Now it's going to be a potty training story, but it won't be horrible, okay? It won't be gross, and it's not just for other parents. This is just to illustrate how they get it really young. My son, we started potty training, and we taught him if he would sit on the toilet, he'd get a sticker, just to get him to go, just to go sit there. And if he did something, he'd get a little toy, like a 50-cent toy, a little car, or something like that, right? So he got it right away. He'd run up there and get a sticker, and run up there and get a sticker. "I want my sticker, I want my sticker." So one night, my wife is giving him a bath. He says, "Mom, I really have to go pee." So she turns around, opens up the toilet, turns back to him, picks him up, sets him down. He goes, back at the tub. So she looks, and there's nothing. She looks back really quick. And he goes, he had sucked up water from the bathtub, tricked her into putting him on the toilet, spat water in, and said, "I want my toy." 14 months old. How did you get that? It's funny. It's devious. It takes planning. He had to think, here's steps. I have got to do these 4 or 5 steps, and one of them includes deceiving my mother. Awesome. So, right, from having these little guys around, I get a new perspective on comedy. Comedy is everywhere. Everything can be funny, and it's really made my life more colorful just because of that. Money. Let's talk about money. Traven, 4 years old, is a finder. everywhere we go, he finds money. He walks around looking for money. He's always looking for money. We go to the Blockbuster, he finds 13 cents. We go to the grocery store, he finds 19 cents. He always finds money. And at first, he would find it, and then if he lost it, he didn't care. But we've taught him to save. He's got a little jar, and when you put the money in, it counts. And he goes, Dad, look, 488, 499. He's so excited. Okay, at his on his 4th birthday, we're opening presents. He opens a card, and he gets $2. He goes, money, I got $2, I got money. Then he opens the gift. It's a 2-foot-tall Spider-Man. It shoots webs, it talks, it does all this cool stuff. So I kept my little video camera, and I go, Traven, what'd you get? He goes, money. $2. He didn't care about the $30 Spider-Man. He got $2. I have a little contest I'm running with my children. First one to $1 million wins. They all know they're playing it, and it's not just so they can have $1 million, but it's who do you get to be, right? As a person who can earn $1 million and do anything. On that same birthday, 4 years old, I said, Traven, you know the contest? Yeah. Who's going to win? Me. Just like that. Me. I said, okay, Traven, how old do you think you'll be when you get your $1 million? He goes, 5. So that's pretty nice for me. I like the fact that he's racing for that, because now I don't really have to be as concerned about my retirement fund. Yeah? I'm going to have at least 1 or 2 kids who are rolling it, and he loves the money. 488. Oh, the other thing, it's just great. I can get him to come to me anytime I want. If I drop a penny, he comes around the corner. Did you hear that noise? He knows every little clink. He could be a block away. Clink. Did you hear money? So we're teaching the older ones to save their money. All the money you get, save 10% somewhere. And in your spending account, don't spend all your money. Always have some. Keep some, because you might want something else. Nobody ever taught me that. Like Sunil said, you don't learn that in school. And I wish somebody had taught me that earlier. So those are just some of the things that I get from associating with these inspirational young men. And they're really young, so I'm sure I'm going to learn other lessons like patience and budgeting and patience and facing my fears, patience, and just letting go, like that's a part of parenting. And then probably I'll learn patience. Yeah. It's an adventure, and it's really amazing. And if you don't have kids, you should go get some. Thank you.